Good evening, everyone. This is my Friday night ops. This video will probably come out Saturday, maybe Sunday. See if I feel like doing the editing this evening, but that's Sunday, I'd say at the latest. I was originally going to fly with the virtual United guys out of Philadelphia, but for whatever reason, they didn't have any ATC except tower, so I'm like, screw that. I'm just going to fly on PilotEdge. Alright, let's hop in here and get things cranking. Get all that going. And let's go with... It's like 190. Go pretty heavy today. We'll do full there. That's fine. So we're going to do 190.5. And that's 23% on the CG. 263 on the PAX. So now we need to figure out our fuel. So we're going to do, what was it, 195. So 12,665 is our fuel. Runway 26. Information Papa is current. Denver is landing north. Albuquerque is CBD LC capable. So we'll check that box. United 1399 A350 slant Lima. Albuquerque Denver 33,000. Springs is our backup. Atomic. Springs the best. Probably not. Let's go with Salt Lake City. Recalculate our fuel. 15. Just want the best chance of getting in somewhere. Alright, so that's fine. Have an average wind, looks like it's pretty much no effect on the winds. Alright, flight plans on file. I believe this is a scheduled flight. Well, that's loading. 26. Just have to pick a flight that's between these two airports that's United and change the aircraft type on the ACARs. That's all I need. Because it is pretty stormy. Don't want to go that way. We're going to have some turbulence to deal with, but that's alright. Tops go up pretty far. And there's icing. We have to keep an eye on as well. Grab that. Alright. A350. Alright, so now need fuel, so that is that new number 15478. Enter APU 30 15, so it gives us 16.3. You're gonna have plenty of fuel. sure all that works. Elevation 5354.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain and crew would like to welcome you on board this Airbus A350. If you haven't already done so, please stow your carry-on luggage underneath the seat in front of you, or in an overhead bin.
Good on
The flight crew will do
oil.
everything possible to make your flight comfortable and enjoyable. Xplane.org,
Good on hydro.
OneSip.com, and Ramsas Aviation Design wish you a pleasant flight
Anti-skid
experience.
at are up. To serve. Go Albuquerque. Denver. Salt Lake City. Should be pretty close. Let's see, Albuquerque 35-234. 636. Alright, so that's fine. I'll go ahead and line that. Just pulling this up so I have the right frequencies, because approach plates will typically have the frequency that's assigned to that runway. So real fast, I'll just start monitoring the ground. We're gonna get CBDLC clearance. Ground tower is 120. Point tree.
information Papa. Albuquerque International Airport. ATIS information Papa. 2352 Zulu. Wind 290 at 8. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 10,000. 25,000 scattered. Temperature 24. Dew point -2. Altimeter 299.5. Arriving at depart.
Alright, let's get our clearance. It's going to take about 30 seconds or so. ATC message. Next, standby. Clear to Denver. Atomic 3 Atomic. As filed. Climb via. Spec 33010. Departure 127.4. Accept. 1515. That's all we need on that. So we got our clearance as filed. So now we need to start punching in some flight plan information. Trooper. Need to open this up on my laptop. $3.99. Temperatures 45. Two. Alrighty. Departure 26. Atomic. Insert. Denver. Landing north. 35 left. ILS. Via Ladora. Via Tabari. T-bar from Gondola. So we're doing a T-bar 3 that starts at Gondola. Doing the ILS 35 left from Ladora. And nothing between the Sid and stars. We can go ahead and delete that. Then we can go to our winds, get our climb winds. Zero fuel weight 1905. $23. Block fuel 16.3. Gives us an extra 34 minutes. Passengers 263. 162. $68, $69. Flaps 1. Flex 40. And I like 500, so we'll just round that up to 6,000.
Yakima Tower 38248, 19 miles to the southeast, 2,200 with X-ray, stop.
November 38248, Yakima Tower, report 2 mile final runway 27.
Report 2 mile final runway 27, 38248.
15. All that is good. All right. Start our A cars.
Welcome aboard, everyone. Before we get moving, please be sure to fasten your seatbelt, return your seat
We're
back
gonna
to full
climb
tray
via,
in
so
full
that
upright
means
position,
our
and store
top
your carry-on
altitude
luggage either in the overhead
is
bin or under the seat in front of you. If
level
seated next to an emergency
200.
exit, please read carefully the instructions located by the exit. If you do not wish to perform the functions described in them in the event of an emergency, please inform the flight attendant so that they may proceed.
Yeah,
We
200.
request that all portable electronic devices, such as mobile phones or laptops, be either turned off or put in airplane mode at this time. This is because these devices may interfere with the aircraft's navigational and communication equipment.
Climb
We
and
will
nav
inform
our
you
blue.
when you may continue using these devices. We would like to remind you that smoking on board this aircraft is prohibited by law.
Turn on
as
the
is
ground.
tampering with,
Hydro.
disabling, or destroying lavatory smoke detectors. If you have any questions about this flight today, don't hesitate to ask myself or another flight attendant. Have a great flight.
Available. Disconnect those.
Center 400 Golf Seattle Center, done.
Attention all flight attendants, doors automatic.
Radar 400 Golf, radar contact over Burlington Airport to report African correction of sea intentions as scriptures published.
It's always so loud on this plane for some reason.
This 400 Golf Roger, advisory for clearance.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call us through the menu when you're ready to go. Ground to cockpit, the tow's driving up now.
Surpass legs, lights out. Bowman legs, lights on.
All doors and hatches are closed. We're connecting now.
Doors locked.
Nose connected and bypass pins inserted. Release the brakes. Okay, push is commencing. Go ahead and start the engines.
On behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard the flight. Please ensure that your seatbelt is fastened and your seat backs and trays are in their full upright position. Lastly, please turn off all electronic devices. Thank you and have a great flight.
to 5,000 scattered. Temperature 24, dew point 0. Altimeter 29 or 9 or 6. Arriving and departing runways 21, 26. Visual approaches and use VFR departures. Contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude,
Operations complete.
and if
Set
flight
brakes.
following is requested. Read back runway assignments and hold short
Standby, we're
instructions.
disconnecting the tow now.
Advise on initial contact. You have information, Quebec.
Pitch is automatic. 24, 24.
Nose disconnected and bypass pins removed. Signals on the left.
Yakima
Have a
Tower
good one.
38248, 2 mile final, runway 27, full stop.
Fuel.
There's 248,
good.
runway 27, clear to land.
2 good gens.
27 clear to land, 38248.
Good there. Let me check the batteries. Good to go. Right, and left, and rudder, and all that happy controlling stuff. 2 good bleeds. Air conditioning is good. Delta P is 0. Alright.
Yakima Tower 38248, going around.
There's 248, make a left, close traffic.
Left close traffic, 38248.
Got the creepy dude all ready to go. He should be in his seat. Auto brake, RTO. Takeoff config check is right there. See if I can turn this pig around here. Alright, 21.9, we're with Albuquerque ground. Good evening, Albuquerque ground, United 1399 Heavy at the terminal, current with Quebec, ready taxi.
Air 248, runway 27, clear to land.
38248, clear to land.
United 1399, Albuquerque ground, runway 26, taxi Alpha.
Runway 26 via Alpha, United 1399 Heavy. I don't usually fly this plane that often, so most of my United flights are not considered a heavy aircraft with the, it's not usually categorized. This is the only one I think that I fly that has a heavy category to it, mainly because of wake turbulence, kind of like the, you know, usually a heavy would be, what, 400,000 pounds or more, or it could just be the type of wing that does it, like the Concorde. Technically it's less than 400,000 pounds, but since it has a delta wing, it they categorize it as a heavy. But you don't have to say heavy with a Concorde, just Concorde alone serves that. So like when I fly the Concorde, I'll say Speedbird Concorde 1399. I don't have to say heavy.
Take a moment to locate the closest exit to you. In some cases, the nearest exit may be situated behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, lower level lights will guide you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we request your full attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. When the seatbelt sign illuminates, you must fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal fittings one into the other, and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight, as we may experience turbulence. Airbus A350 has 8 emergency exits, 4 on the left side of the cabin and 4 on the right. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. Doors can be opened by moving the handle in the direction of the arrow. Each door is equipped with an inflatable slide, which may also be detached and used as a life raft. Oxygen and the air pressure are always being monitored. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will automatically appear in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth. Secure the elastic band behind your head and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask on first, and then assist the other person. Keep your mask on until a uniformed crew member advises you to remove it. In the event of an emergency, please assume the bracing position. Lean forward with your hands on top of your head and your elbows against your thighs. Ensure your feet are flat on the floor. A life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Slip it over your head, pass the straps around your waist, and
We're
adjust
gonna
at
be
the
above
front.
8,000
Inflate the
feet by
vest.
Foxer,
Pull
so I'm
firmly
just
on the
gonna
red cord, only when leaving the
stay in
aircraft.
takeoff
If you need to refill the
power
vest,
till
blow
we
into
get
the
high
mouthpieces.
enough.
Use the whistle and light to attract attention. Also, your seat bottom cushion can be used as a flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms into the straps, and hug the cushion to your chest. The following electronic devices, calculators, CD players, laptop computers, may be used when the seat belt sign is off, or when permitted by the crew. Mobile telephones, remote-controlled toys, or any electronic devices operating with an antenna must be turned off at all times. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. You will find this and all the other safety information in the card located in the seat pocket in front of you. We strongly suggest you read it before takeoff. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask one of our crew members. We wish you all an enjoyable flight. Thank you.
Now, if you guys enjoy my videos, please hit the thumbs up. And if you want to be alerted to when I upload new videos, which is probably about 2 a week typically, you can hit the subscribe button. That's free to do so. And then you have to click the bell and click on all. Otherwise, it won't really tell you anything. So my uploads vary between all sorts of various aircraft, so you won't get bored with the same thing over and over again, that's for sure. For sure.
Taxi via Bravo Alpha 38248. You as well, thanks.
It's just a mesh issue. Normally I don't see it because I'm usually taking off the other way. But the mesh that came with this was broken. So I just don't use the mesh. That's why it looks all wonky. The airport's alright though, so the main part of the airport it is. 20.3, 127, 4.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for takeoff.
Albuquerque Tower, United 1399 Heavy, hung short 26.
9 Heavy, Albuquerque Tower, runway 26, clear for takeoff.
Runway 26, clear for takeoff, United 1399 Heavy. Alright, let's go. Can't exceed 250 knots until after tequila. That's highlighted because usually above 10,000 feet you can accelerate above 250 knots because the speed limit below 10,000 feet is 250 knots. Above, you're restricted to whatever ATC or published as SID or STAR says. So we're just going off of what the SID says today because we got the instruction to climb via. Alright.
400 golf, Roger, standby.
Lex 40, SRS active. Airspeed is alive.
The 400 off, just confirm you are holding at so close.
Might seem like we're running out of runway, but the terminal's here. Got plenty of runway.
Sir, 8949 Golf, cleared to Payne Airport via direct Whitbay Island. That's November Uniform Whiskey. Direct Rario, direct, maintain 5,000.
Terrain, 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 terrain.
1399 Heavy, contact departure.
Over to departure, United 1399 Heavy, see ya. 127.4. And do this. Albuquerque departure, United 1399 Heavy, climb via the Atomic 3, leaving 6,700.
Yeah, 1399 Heavy, Albuquerque departure, radar contact, report leaving 15,000.
We'll report leaving 15,000, United 1399 Heavy. I'm just doing this by hand right now, so I can get up 8,000 feet. And then we'll go to climb mode. Alright, that's good enough. Do autopilot on. Go to climb. So that way we'll definitely be above these altitudes.
Report 49 Golf, it's VOR, November Uniform Whiskey, Whitbay Island.
We're going to hit that 10,000 foot right on the money. Need 11.5. We got 2.5 miles to get there, so we are good. She's not watching my altitude anyway. That's why she wants me to check in when I leave 15,000 so she can give us higher. Albuquerque departure, United 13-9 Heavy, leaving 15,000.
United 1399 Heavy, thank you. Contact Albuquerque Center 134.6.
Albuquerque Center 134.6, United 1399 Heavy. Alright, now we don't have to say heavy no more. Albuquerque Center, United 1399, climbing via the Atomic 3, leaving 16,100.
United 1399 Albuquerque Center, thank you. Climb and maintain flight level 330.
Climb, maintain flight level 330 at United 1399. Alright, we're going all the way up, y'all, all the way up. Just go standard now since it's pretty close to it. We don't have to check in with any more altitudes anyway, and you're going to be at transition altitude at 600 feet, so why wait, right? Alright, well that is it until we get to our cruise. So I'm going to pause the recording there so I don't bore you with the boring climb out. The only thing I do need to check is to make sure our pressure is climbing, which it is. That way you know you have everything is pressurized the way it should be, so people don't start falling out on you. So I'll see you in a moment. Alright, so we have made it to 330. We've checked in with Denver Center. That's the only thing that you really missed. Let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign, and you may now move about the cabin. However, we always recommend to keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated. You may now turn on your electronic devices, such as calculators, CD players, and laptop computers.
So the landing should match our destination, or at least close to it. So 54 is good enough. Denver's altitude is 5434, so actually that's right on the money, isn't it?
Abbreviated briefing from your current position to Kilo Alpha Bravo Quebec to Kilo Delta Echo November convective Sigmet 5 Charlie valid until 0200 Zulu for your route of flight. Airmet Tango is valid for turbulence valid until 0300 Zulu for your route of flight. Current weather conditions: Kilo Echo 33 wind 265 at 3 visibility 10 sky condition 9,400 scattered ceiling 12,400 broken light rain temperature 18 dew point 3 altimeter 3020 for the destination at your estimated arrival time. Wind 023 at 7 visibility 10 sky condition 9,000 scattered ceiling 15,000 broken temperature 17 dew point 9 altimeter 2993 winds aloft for the en route area at 4,000 feet. Wind 289 at 8 at 30 0,000 feet, wind 337 at 5 for the destination at 4,000 feet, wind 157 at 6, 4 at 2, 4,000 feet, wind 195 at 18 at 1.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments, the flight attendants will be passing around the cabin to offer you cold drinks, as well as a light meal. Please make sure your seats are in an upright position, and prepare your folding trays.
Alrighty. So we're going to descend via north transition. So we want Ladora, so we're going to be landing north. If you have an aircraft that can handle a second flight plan, then what I usually do is set up the second flight plan to land with the opposite flow. Unfortunately, this aircraft does not have that, so we'll just have to do it manually if we had to. But so far they're still landing north, so should be good to go. 25.6. We'll get a little closer. We'll see if we can pick up ATIS. Tower for this runway is 124.3. You'll see that the runway's tower frequency is dependent upon runway, so that's why I like doing, like, what is this, 3.5 left, 24.3. So it's just easier for me just to go right to the approach chart, because it will give you the frequency associated with that runway. So it's just a quick way to find which frequencies I need. .3 used to be 133.3. Ground's 85. So if you request an approach and if you get the approach, then you're pre-authorized to fly the missed approach procedure, so you don't need a clearance to do that. Once you're cleared to fly the approach, you're automatically cleared to fly this missed approach if you need to. But be prepared to give ATC a reason to why you're flying missed. You just don't want to do it just to do it. If you want to do it for practice, that's fine, but you want to let them know before you or while you're on the approach, or even before once you're with the approach controller, let them know you'd like to do a missed approach for practice, and they'll be good to go. Missed approach, climb to 10,000, then right turn direct to Gill via wire and hold. So pretty much straight out to 10,000.
November 49 Golf, contact Seattle approach 120.4.
120.4, 49 Golf.
Yeah, 1399, descend via T-bar 3, arrival, report leaving flight level 270.
Descend via T-bar 3, arrival, will report leaving 270, United 1399. Interesting. Usually they want you to advise that you're leaving your last assigned altitude, so
Radar 49 Golf, Seattle approach,
that's
ping
okay.
altimeter 3010, thanks for Zulu. Cross radio 3000, cleared RNAV, runway 34 left approach, report inbound, false approach course.
Alright, so D8 is here, and it looks like Delta.
Aircraft calling radio, check loud and clear.
Wind 30 at 7 knots. Temperature is 17, 1014, and this is a Cat 3, so I'm just going to put 50. So we got about 5 minutes to our top of descent.
Surfer 3 Romeo Eagle ground, did you try calling clearance? Surfer 3 Romeo, if you're talking to the tower or talking to ground, then the tower is operational.
We will lower the cabin lighting. In the side arms of your chairs you will find your personal headphones. If you would like to continue reading, please use your personal reading gland.
It's like my Active Sky program had an update. I noticed when I loaded it, it said there was an update available, but I'm not updating it. At least not until I make a backup of my current program, because you never know.
Misunderstanding the meaning of that.
Everything works perfectly right now. It's one of those things, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
In use as long as the tower is open. There is probably an alternate frequency that routes you to Denver Center or Aspen Approach if the tower is closed.
So once we get this, the ability to pull in the descent winds, we'll be good to go. That usually kicks in at around 20 miles.
Surfer 3 Romeo, Eagle clearance, good afternoon. Clear to Hawthorne Airport, Beaver 1 departure, sprocket transition as filed. Maintain, climb is SID, expect flight level 43010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 120.47 with Denver Center, squawk 6174. Surfer 3 Romeo, read back correct.
Pretty cool halo. Hello. got our descent winds.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seat belt is securely fastened, and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in front of you, or in the overhead bins. Please turn off all electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate.
So she said descend
We
via
hope that
the
you found our
T-bar
flight enjoyable.
3 arrival.
would
We
like
know
to
we're going to be
remind you that
landing
cushions
north.
and blankets are to be left in your seats.
So 13,000 is the lowest we can go. So we'll go ahead and set 13. And once we start a descent in manage mode, everything will track. We just monitor.
Gentlemen, we are starting our descent. Please return your seat back and tray tables to their full upright position. Ensure that your luggage is properly stowed either in one of the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you. Turn off any electronic devices until we have arrived safely. Thank you.
Now, normally I would check in to let them know I'm leaving 330, but she wants to know when I'm leaving 270. Probably because that's the altitude that she needs in order to switch me to the next center, which I already have preset for 1857, but it might be different nowadays.
CGFWS Eugene ground cleared to Medford Airport, Eugene 1 departure, Eugene as filed. Maintain 7,000, departure frequency 119.6, squawk 5342. CGFWS 3 back direct.
A35 right approach in use. Multiple RNW Zulu approaches in use. DFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments
Walker
and hold
35
short
12,
instructions.
Amarillo ground, runway
Advise on
31,
initial
taxi
contact. You
via
have
Papa
information Delta.
Kilo. Report under golf, contact Kane Tower. Unit 1399, contact Seattle, correction, contact Denver Center, 118.57.
Denver Center 118.57, Unit 1399. Wait till the other guy checks in with tower. I can't hear him, but I know he's going to be asking for landing clearance, so I'll let him have the radio time.
Trade Center, Fort Under Golf, Kane Tower, runway 34, left, clear to land.
Denver Center, United 1399's descending via T-bar 3, arrival, leaving 245.
United 1399, Denver Center, Denver altimeter 29903, runway 35 left.
29903 and 35 left, United 1399. So she's just giving me a transition. She's not assigning the runway to land on. She's just saying that is the runway she wants me to use for the star. So she's just saying whatever works for these waypoints. So if she wanted me to be assigned like 17 left or right, then she would say descend via T-bar 3, 17 left or right, and then we will go this way. So that's not saying that she is assigning us a runway. She's just saying she's assigning us a transition for the star. That's all that means. So when we get to the approach controller, then we'll actually request the approach that we want, which naturally makes the most sense to use 35 left because it's right up our alley. So that way when you slow down and you exit, you're right here at the terminal, because we're going to be parking here at Concourse Bravo, probably 36. Anyway, if you think these videos are helpful, I try to explain things. I'm kind of guessing what people may want to know. So if you want me to, like, if someone has a question about something, I'll try to incorporate it into a upcoming recording. Like if you have a question about how to read a SID or a star or an ATC type instruction, just put it in the comment and I'll put it together. I'll put the answer together in another video, and then that way you'll be able to see it and hear it instead of me trying to explain something in a comment. But by all means, leave a comment if you have a question about something. I kind of like teaching this stuff. I used to live stream, but I'm just it's difficult to compete with other streamers that are very animated.
Contact Denver approach 120.35.
Denver approach 120.35, United 1399. Alright, so now we have to say heavy again because we're with approach. And they need to know that for separation purposes because of wake turbulence. Alright, we're current with Delta. 3-5 left transition. Denver approach, United 1399 heavy, descend via the T-bar 3, runway 35 left, leaving flight level 201, current with Delta, request ILS 35 left from Ladora.
United 1399 heavy, Denver approach, altimeter 29903 at Ladora, cleared ILS, runway 35 left approach, and report at Selby.
29903 at Ladora, cleared ILS 35 left approach, and we'll report at Selby, United 1399 heavy. Don't even really have to do much with this. See, it's still the same, right? Yeah, everything's the same there. Since she's telling me to report Selby, she's not going to give me the final approach controller's frequency. So I'm just going to get tower on the ready. 24.3. Usually they would hand you off to a final approach controller that would actually authorize you to fly the approach. So the first approach controller will assign the approach or grant you the approach request. So they just usually will say you can expect it, but it doesn't mean you can fly the approach. It just says you can expect it. So usually they hand you off to the final approach controller, which will authorize you to fly the approach. And then after that, you'll have to get landing clearance from tower. So we're just skipping the second part of that and going, we're going to go right to the tower at Selby. And since she did already authorize the approach.
Urgent tower, Charlie Golf Foxtrot Whiskey Sierra, holding short 34 left at Alpha.
GSWS Eugene Tower, runway 34
just set it for 10,000 feet. I should be able to pick up.
Left, clear for takeoff. Charlie Golf Foxtrot Whiskey Sierra.
Should be able to pick up the ILS by then. ILS frequency is 108.5. All that is good. Gotta be below 15,000 there and at 14,000 at Cush. There it's actually 14,000, 15,000. Flight levels in the States are above 18,000, so you don't say 18,500, you say flight level 180 or flight level 185. Below the flight levels, you count them out in the thousands, 17,300, and so on.
Main Tower, Cessna 89er 49er Golf, clear 34 at Alpha 8.
Since Denver is the mile-high city, we're at 10,000 feet.
49er Golf, taxi parking via Alpha, have a great evening.
I'll turn on our lights
Taxi
now.
parking via Alpha, you do the same.
CDSWS, contact departure.
Contact departure, Charlie Golf Foxtrot Whiskey Sierra. Cascade departure, Charlie Golf Foxtrot Whiskey Sierra, 1,200 for 7,000 off Eugene 1 departure.
CDSWS, Cascade departure, radar contact, leaving 4,000, clear direct, Roseburg, climb and maintain 7,000.
Leaving 4,000, clear direct, Rosenburg, climb and maintain 7,000, Charlie Golf Foxtrot Whiskey Sierra.
Eagle Ground, Sophia 3 Romeo, with information Sierra. We'd like to exit the ramp on Charlie 1 for taxi.
We're slowing down for Cush here at 210 knots. We'll cross at 14,000. That altitude is important for ATC typically to verify my altitude matches what they're showing on the scope, so that's why they have a hard altitude in mountainous areas, is so they can verify you have the correct altimeter setting in there and we don't run into any mountains. That'd be a bad day. Approach phase will go active after there, so that'll be fine. This is dot to scale, so what this is.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes our aircraft will land at the destination airport. For your safety, we ask you to remain seated until the aircraft comes to a complete stop and the fasten seatbelt sign is turned off. When preparing to depart, please make sure to take all your personal belongings with you. Attention international travelers, if you are continuing your flight, follow the signs to international transit area.
So she doesn't want us to report until we're at Sylvie, so Selby is 9,000. Chola is 10, so we'll grab the ILS at Chola. Auto brake low. Arm the spoilers, which you can tell by that little thing of a blocker there. Got localizer lock. Glide slope is not locked yet. There we go. Once we get here, contact tower. Actually, we'll report over Selby.
Eagle Tower, Surfair 3 Romeo, runway 25, ready for departure.
Surfair 3 Romeo, Eagle Tower, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
25, clear for takeoff, Surfair 3 Romeo.
Approach phase is activated.
United 1399 Heavy, Selby, contact Denver Tower.
At Selby, contact tower, United 1399 Heavy. We got 2 miles till Selby, so don't switch to tower until you're actually
ready for departure runway tree 1.
over the waypoint. They don't want you to switch early, they want you to switch
runway
at.
heading, runway 31, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, clear for takeoff, tree 1, Walker 3512.
Alright, close enough. Denver Tower, United 1309 Heavy, stops on a localizer, tree 5 left.
United 1399 Heavy, Denver Tower, runway 35 left, clear to land.
Tree 5 left, clear to land, United 1399 Heavy. Plan on exiting here at Mike 7, so I got auto brake low, spoilers are armed. Landing lights are on, seat belts are on. Flaps 3. Missed approach altitude is set for 10,000. Flaps full. Slight crosswind out of the right. Looking for the second left-hand turnoff. So the missed approach procedure is already set in McDo. So if we were to fly the missed approach procedure, I would just do full power, toga, which is take off, go around, power, the toga, gear up, flaps 3, and then we clean up as we accelerate. And then we just go right, fly the missed approach procedure, and should probably give me a heading or something like that anyway, but initially you just fly whatever the missed approach procedure is. Now if you're doing the visual approach, then you just go into like a pattern entry or just stay runway heading, and then they would give you a heading and an altitude and all that. Alright, autopilot off, my plane.
Walker 3512, Amarillo departure, radar contact, turn 10 degrees right, join Victor 81.
200. 10 degrees right, Victor 81, Walker 3512.
100. Minimum 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Surfer 3 Romeo, contact Denver Center 133.67. Surfer 3 Romeo, Denver Center, climb and maintain flight level 430. United 1399 Heavy, exit left unable, taxi terminal via Mike, lost your choice to the gate, monitor ground.
Exit left, Mike to text, or Mike to parking, monitor ground, United 13, 99 heavy. I see him. Cannot talk tonight. Cannot talk. Bad radio.
Walker 3512, contact Albuquerque Center 124.32, 2432.
2432 for Walker
Right,
3512.
I'm monitoring ground now.
Be careful when opening overhead bins, as luggage may have shifted around during flight. If you need any assistance exiting the plane, please remain seated until all passengers have the plane. We would be happy to assist you. On behalf of the crew, I thank you for choosing us, and we look forward to seeing you on future flights. Have a great evening.
Walker 3512, Albuquerque Center, climb and maintain flight level 240, Amarillo altimeter 2995.
We're really worried about this guy. These are sand gates, so it will find us no matter what. So APU is available. Bleed air is available. It's just the pressure system. I probably have to wait like longer or something. I don't know. It's always done that, so I'm not really worried about it. It's just a pressurization thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you've enjoyed your flight and will return soon. On behalf of Flight Factor, xplane.org, and QPAC, we thank you for choosing the Airbus A350.
Disconnected.
$219, I'll take that. Let me make sure it took, because I knew that error would pop up. Yep, shows I'm at Denver, so we can hit cancel. Okay. Turn that off. Do a replay. Shut her down. Always make sure you're offline before you do a replay. Although the most recent client of PilotEdge, which I do not have installed, but the latest one, so if you were to download it anytime today or after, you would not have to worry about disconnecting, because anytime you go into a replay, it will automatically disconnect you.
300.
Says a big B. It's a fun plane though. I really enjoy this plane. I have a lot of Airbuses, but they're all unique. I like how there's people in the terminal. Get ready for the next flight. Alright y'all, if you like my videos, please hit the thumbs up. I much appreciate it. Leave a comment, hit subscribe, and share. Alright, y'all have a good weekend. Talk to you soon. Chase out.